third grade. Today we are going to be talking about telling time to the hour and also writing the time. So we're going to be reading it in words and writing it in numbers. That's what we're going to practice today. So let's go over a review. Remember, the long hand right here is going to be our minutes, and the short hand right here is pointing to our hour, what hour it is. So the long 1 minute, short 1 hour. Remember, there are also 60 minutes on a clock face, so we can skip count by fives to count the minutes. Let's do it together. So when it goes to the 1, we have 5 minutes, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. 60 minutes in 1 hour. And how many hours do we have in a day? Remember, on the clock we have 12 hours, but our hour hand will go around the clock twice in 1 day, which means there's 24 hours in a day, but we go to 12 and we do it twice, AM and PM. And remember, when the minute hand, our longer one, is pointing to the 12, we read the time as o'clock. So in this hour, in this case, we see our hour is right at the 3, so it would be 3 o'clock. And we'd write that as 3:00, 3 o'clock. O'clock equals 0 minutes. It's the brand new start of the hour, 0, 0. Our clock is also broken up into 4 quarters. So this is what we're going to be using today. So if we were to slice the clock into 4 equal sections, we would have 4 quarters. And that kind of makes sense because 4 quarters, if you're talking about money, equals $1. So it's kind of like the same with the clock. 4 quarters gives us 1 hour. Each quarter would represent 15 minutes. So if our clock right here was on the 3, we know that's 15. If it goes from here to here, that's 15. Here to here, that's 15. 6 to 9, 15 minutes, and then 9 to 12, 15 minutes. So if we know that our minute hand is on the 6, we can count by 15s, 15, 30. So it'd be 30 minutes. And we'll go over that in just a minute. So when the minute hand is pointing at the number 3, we would say the time is a quarter after or a quarter past. So here we see that the clock shows our hour right here is going to be 7. So we would say a quarter past 7 or a quarter after 7. That's going to be important for today. Is when it's at the 3, we're going to say a quarter past or a quarter after the hour. But now when the minute hand is on the 9, we're saying a quarter till the next hour. So it's 15 minutes. A quarter is 15 minutes. We're saying 15 minutes till the start of the new hour. So right here, I'm going to look at this is where our hours are going to be a little different. So I'm looking at my hour. Right now it says 4:45. So that would be a quarter till 5. It's 15 minutes till it is 5 o'clock. So right here, if it's on the 9, we say quarter till 5. But the clock shows 4:45. So we took 15 minutes away from our last hour. When the minute hand is pointing to the number 6, we're going to say the time is half past. So here the clock shows half past 2, because if I look at my hour, remember we go back 2. So it is 30 minutes past 2. So we would say 2:30. Notice how the hour hand is halfway between the 2 and the 3. So we are halfway through 2 o'clock, so 2:30. And you can see it's right in the middle. So when it's 30 minutes, we say half past. So quarter 15, half 30. All right, for our homework today, we are going to be reading it and then writing it. And remember, we also have this microphone here to help us if you need it to be read to you, if you're struggling with reading the problem at all. So write this time using digits and a column. For example, 11:58. So remember, our hours are on this side and our minutes are on this side. So 11 o'clock. So I remember my o'clock is 00. So when I get here, I'm going to write the number 11, my colon, and 00, because that's my o'clock. And I'm going to press submit. So remember, 2:30. Remember, 2:30 means it's 30 minutes past 2 o'clock. So I would say 2:30. All right, so remember on our notes too, what will help is o'clock gives us 00. 2:30 is 30. I'm sorry, my 3 is backwards. I was trying to write it backwards so it wouldn't appear backwards to you, but just pretend my 3 is this way. I'm sorry. And then my quarter is 15 minutes. So these are going to help me with our homework today. So 8:30. We are 8:30. I'm going to look. 8:30 means 30 minutes. So it is 8:30 because we are halfway through my 8 o'clock. So 8:30. 10:30. Same thing. Since it's saying 8:30, we are halfway through 10 o'clock. So it would be 10:30 because it's on my clock. It's 30 minutes because 60 minutes. I can go 30 plus 30 gives me, 60 minutes. So our hour is divided up into two 30-minute sections. So that's what it means when it's halfway. So if it's 1:30, I'm saying it's 1:30. Or halfway through 1 o'clock, in 30 minutes, it'll be 2 o'clock. 4:30. All right, so now this is where keep a piece of paper and a pencil with you. It is 1/4 till 2 o'clock, which means 1/4 is 15. So in 15 minutes, it's going to be 2 o'clock, which means right now it is 1 o'clock. And if it helps, I can take the total number of minutes in an hour, 60, and I can subtract 15. 6 minus 1 is 5. Oh, sorry. I was doing it backwards, so then I messed up. So let's try this one more time. I'm starting with my ones place. I can't take away 5 from 0, so I have to borrow. This turns into a 5. That 10, take away 5 from 10. And then 5, take away 1, gives me 4. Which means 45 minutes. So 2:15 is 1:45. So you can also use math. You can take the total amount of minutes and then subtract it with how many minutes are left in the hour. So that would give us 1:45 is 1:45. In 15 minutes, it'll be 2 o'clock. So now we're 4:20. So that means it's 20 minutes after 4 o'clock. So I'd go 4:20 because it's 20 minutes past 4 o'clock. So past means we're just going to read it and write what we read. But when it says so many minutes till an hour, then we have to make sure that we're doing our subtraction. 20 past 11. So it is 11 and it is 20 minutes past 11. So now I look and I see the 2. So when I see 2, know that we are doing subtraction. So remember, when I see the word 2, I'm going to be using subtraction. So 22:06. So I'm taking the total number of minutes in an hour, subtracting the 20. Because in 20 minutes, it is 6 o'clock. So my 00, 6 take away 2 is 4, which means that it is leaving me with 5:40. So I'm taking my numbers, and then remember, it's not 6 yet, it's the hour before, because in 20 minutes it will be 6 o'clock. And you can always double check your work by adding 20 plus 40 and see if it gives you 60. All right, and this is going to be our last one. It is 12:15. So past, I don't have to use subtraction. I'm just going to read it as it is. So I see the hour as 12, and it's a quarter past, so it's 15 minutes past 12 o'clock. So just remember, it is the 2, when you see that in it, that's when we have to subtract, like right here, 5 to 3. So in 5 minutes, it's going to be 3 o'clock. So it's not 3 yet, but the hour before 3 is 2, and I'm taking my 60, and I'm subtracting my 5. Oh, sorry, it's supposed to be in my ones. So I can't take 5 away from 0, so I have to borrow. 10, if I have 10, I take away 5, I have 5, and my 5 goes down. So my minutes would be 55. So it is 2:55, and in 5 minutes, it'll be 3 o'clock. And I can check by adding 5 to 55. 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, which means it would be 3 o'clock. If you have any questions, let me know. We're just practicing. I want you to at least spend 15 minutes or try to get to an 80 or higher on your IXL standard today. Have a good day. Bye.